Jake Moody now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw, Zappi. Short pass caught by Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter.
And I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now Zappi. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 49ers 27-yard line.
Zappi. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Zappi now on 1st and 10. That's Bourne. Got it on the slam. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Zappi going to bootleg out. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A tough spot here after that sack. Zappi and the Pats now face a 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got
and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Jerron Jennings,
82 yards.
and the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. A good hold in these run conditions. The point after's up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he returns this to the 22.
So the Patriots coming out now.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On second down, it's Stevenson.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Zappi on third down.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
Touchdown! 49ers!
Christian McCaffrey,
33 yards! As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Here's Zappe.
Short pass caught by Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Zappe from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Zappe's throw here taken in by Parker.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
1st and 10, Zappe.
Short pass caught by Henry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down, Zappe.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll throw again with Zappe. Over the middle, he's got Parker.
And they'll get this down to the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaud.
right, Coach. Thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Breaks through the contact. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
Good footwork at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and 1, here's Zappi. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Zappi to throw on 1st down.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On 2nd down, Zappi to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And Zappi to throw.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 20. Bell so light on his feet. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. They run once more with Stevenson. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Zappi. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's able to bring through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they work this out past the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because it's stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Zappi back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who puts it, and the Pats are going to take possession.